Hey YouTube, I'm back this time with a new video that I've never done before. So today what I'm bringing you is just a look into what I consider to be my backup beauty collection. So on my channel, if you've been with me for a while and you've watched my beauty MDs, you might notice that it feels like I talk about a lot of the same brands a lot. And that's because when it comes to beauty, I don't know that I would necessarily call myself a minimalist, but I tend to be one of those people who believes if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I know a lot of people don't feel that way, and I feel like that's totally cool. I'm definitely not knocking that, but I am one of those people. So what you wouldn't know about me is that I do have kind of like a tote of backup beauty items that I keep underneath my sink in my master bathroom, which I've never talked about before. So what I figured I would do today is pull out that tote and show you exactly what I have in there and talk about what I have in there. So without further ado, let's get into that. So this is the kind of soft gray tote that I use. This tote I believe came from maybe Marshalls or TJ Maxx. I definitely got it from one of those kind of discounted home stores. I really love going to Marshalls, TJ Maxx, Sierra Trading Post, at Home Goods just to look for organization items because I feel like they always have a lot of really good totes like this. So this is just where that came from. I bought it maybe 2 years ago or so for, I don't know, maybe $10, $15. So it definitely has served me well, and it definitely moved well from Virginia to Denver. So that's where this tote came from. Okay, so without further ado, let's get into what I actually have inside. So as you can see, there is an organization to it. Like this is, I mean, clearly just kind of sitting on top. But there is an organization to it. I do like to keep it organized. I don't like it to be a big mess, just to make it easier to find stuff in it. So first and foremost, it's not exciting, but I do have my cotton swabs I use all the time. Generally speaking, I'm not picky about my cotton swabs. Most of this stuff is items that I'm not using currently, but my cotton swabs that I use are an exception to that. So you can see that is open. I use a couple of these every day, so I always have cotton swabs, Q-tips, whatever in my collection. In addition to that, I also use cotton balls every single day, about 2 or 3 a day between astringent, makeup, etc. Again, one of those things where even though it's in my tote, I am currently using it, as you can see. But for the most part, everything else, I guess I would say, except for my Yes To, is something that's just kind of like in weight. Like I know that I'll use it eventually. I'm just not using it right now. So this is just my backup. So the very last thing that I am currently using, you guys know if you've been with my channel, are these Yes To Argan Oil facial wipes. I purchased a pack of 6 of these back in, I don't know, maybe the fall or the winter, I can't really remember, but it's been several months. I have switched to, I guess in a way, a makeup eraser, which I love. I'll link it down below. But in the meantime, I am just kind of working through these wipes. I do enjoy them, but I switched to a makeup eraser because I did want a more sustainable option. So again, the Yes To Argan Oil, if you are a makeup wipe person, I would recommend these. This is my favorite makeup wipe from Yes To. So I have one that I'm currently working on, and in addition to that, I also have one more. So once these 2 are done, then it's going to be a makeup eraser all the way for me. Okay, so let's get into everything else. In addition, I also have this kind of like travel zipper bag, I guess, and it just kind of houses a lot of small stuff that I just kind of generally don't want flying all over my tote. So I wear glasses at night. I wear contacts during the day. So I have these sight savers, just like lens cleaners. I've got a couple of nail polishes. I have, you know, a nail file, some razor cartridges, whatever. I do have a lot of little sanitizers I got with a purchase at Victoria's Secret. So again, this travel makeup bag, zipper type, whatever, just kind of houses a lot of stuff like that because I really hate to see a lot of this just all over in my tote. That really drives me nuts. All right, in addition to that, I'll get into this big thing that I've got here. So my husband and I were recently at Bed Bath & Beyond,
And as you guys know from my beauty empties, we use Sensodyne. So we found actually a big 4-pack of Sensodyne from Bed Bath & Beyond. You can use your Bed Bath & Beyond coupons with this, so it's great. So yeah, we picked this up last time we were there just coincidentally for something else, but we kind of wandered into their beauty section because I like to browse it. So yeah, we picked up these. Next I have this kind of random bit. So this is a pump that I'm currently not using, but I do use it anytime that I have a liter of something, like a liter of shampoo or conditioner. I'm currently using half-liter bottles of various Paul Mitchell products, so I'm not currently using this, but I do commonly use this. The next thing I have is 2 perfumes from Victoria's Secret. So the only perfume that I really wear is Bombshell from Victoria's Secret. For some reason, this bottle or this packaging of Bombshell was on sale at the recent semi-annual sale, so I picked up 2. I am nearly out of my current bottles, so eventually I'll be using up one of these. But because I love to use Bombshell and I feel like it hardly ever goes on sale, like the original Bombshell, I picked up 2 of these when they were cheap. The next thing that I have is my cleansers. So I'm a clean and clear person, as you guys know from my beauty empties. So generally I do morning burst. So I have the orange one with vitamin C and ginseng, and also this bluish hydrating one, which smells just like cucumber melon. I have normal skin and I really love these. So I kind of cringe that they're not cruelty free, just because I try to be as cruelty free as possible. And I would say I'm about 90% cruelty free, but that's just one of the brands that I use that is not cruelty free. So speaking of which, I also have these 2 clean and clear in watermelon. I actually prefer these over the morning burst. They're so lovely. And I'm so glad that Clean and Clear came out with their cleanser in the watermelon scent, because it is so dreamy. It smells just like the watermelon lip smackers lip gloss I used to use back in like middle school, and it kind of takes me back to that, so I really love it. The next thing that I have just kind of lying in wait are the dry shampoo that I use. So I don't use dry shampoo especially often, so for that reason, one can will last me about 4 or 5 months. Like, it's a long time that it takes me to go through one, but I do love these, and I don't see them all the time at my grocery store, so for that reason I do pick up a couple at a time. So it's the Collab dry shampoo. I like it in the original. It does leave a little bit of a white cast, but as long as you brush it out, then it's all good. And I have dark hair, by the way, so I would notice a white cast. But yeah, I do enjoy it. Again, not something I use all the time, and in fact not even most of the time, but I do like this brand, and it is cruelty free. The next item that I have is my last kind of backup antiperspirant. This is the Secret Outlast. Outlast is generally my go-to with Secret, and Secret is the brand that I tend to stick with my deodorant and antiperspirant. I'm glad that it went cruelty-free, so yeah, glad to have this. The next item that I have is my go-to mascara. This is the CoverGirl Clump Crusher and also the Lash Blast Amplifier Primer. This is the first primer that I've used where I feel like I definitely always notice a difference between using it or not on my lashes. So I was in Ulta maybe about a week ago and I purchased both of these. I'm not going to need my next mascara until the beginning of October because I just started my current one, but I am going to need a primer in about a month or so. So I just picked up the duo pack because it was cheaper than picking them up separately. The next item that I have is my go-to concealer. This was also something I picked up from Ulta recently. This is the Morphe Fluidity Concealer in C1.65. This is the color I always use, and I love this. Next, I have a couple more items from Victoria's Secret. I have a couple of the pink body splashes or body mists. This Pink Spring Break Passion Fruit Hibiscus, this is kind of vintage, I guess, by fragrance standards. This came out in maybe like 2012, 2013. I really loved using this when I was student teaching, and that was the year that I did that. So these are a little bit pricey online, but I think it's totally worth it. I love the fragrance. It's kind of like a sunscreeny, kind of beachy floral, which I really love. I really don't get a passion fruit from it. To me, it's a little bit more floral and beachy. But yeah, I still love it. This is my holy grail fragrance. If I could have no fragrance besides one, it would be this one. It's so good. Again, it's vintage, so I do have to shell out some money online for it, but it's totally worth it. It's a great scent and also great longevity too. And this is the other one I picked up from Pink. I picked this up maybe last summer or maybe in the fall when it was on sale. This is the Bronze Coconut. It's very much so like a warm, sunny coconut. I have used a little bit of this, but I definitely don't use it all the time. It's just that whenever I'm in the mood, I just kind of grab for it. So great fragrance. It doesn't have the longevity that my Spring Break scent does, but I still really enjoy it. Okay, next I have the only non-Bath & Body Works scrub that I currently have. This is my Tree Hut Cotton Candy Shea Sugar Scrub. You guys know from my empties, I'm a big fan of Tree Hut. It's a great brand. If you want something that isn't Bath & Body Works, but also you want a coarse scrub, this is definitely where it's at with that. So I wouldn't recommend Tree Hut if you don't like a coarse scrub, but if you do, if you are looking for that, this is where you can find a good one. All right, next I have several bottles of the astringent that I always use. This is the Alba Botanica Acne Dote Deep Clean Astringent. I've talked about this a lot on my channel. I've been using this for about 3 years. I typically pick it up from TJ Maxx or Marshalls, as you can see, because they go for $4.99 there. You can also find them at Target and maybe Walmart too, but they're more expensive there. So I definitely stock up whenever I'm at TJ Maxx or Marshalls, and I find these just because they're cheaper for the same products. So I really enjoy Astringent from Alba Botanica, and I use it twice a day. So I'll have one of these in my July empties, so make sure that you're on the lookout for that. And the very last thing I have in my tote, and keep in mind my tote does kind of rotate from time to time. This is just my current tote. This is a pack of the Sky Organics Organic Beeswax Lip Balm. So I used to be a chapstick person through and through. Like, I am that person in your friend group who has to have lip balm all the time. However, chapstick is owned by Pfizer and is not cruelty-free. So when I went cruelty-free, I did some homework and I found a cruelty-free option that I'm happy with. And again, Sky Organics is the brand. I've tried the tinted lip balms from Sky Organics, but I didn't really like them. I thought that there was nothing wrong with the product. I just found that I didn't want a tinted lip balm for myself. I would rather just have a normal one. So these are those normal ones that I always pick up. So it's in a pack of 4. There's like a eucalyptus mint, tropical coconut, strawberry bliss, and tangy citrus. So all 4 of these are really yummy. I do find them at TJ Maxx or Marshalls for $4.99. I feel like that's a really good deal for something that is USA made, it's organic, cruelty-free, and it's a really nice lip balm. So that is it for my current tote. Again, it does rotate from time to time, but this is just what I'm kind of rocking right now and what you can typically find in my kind of like backup beauty collection. I hope you guys enjoyed. As always, please make sure that you like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Schoolhouse of Iron. I'll put that down below, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.